So guys, let me show you something. So guys, I want to show you guys a transcript. Now, it's crazy when you are going through a divorce. If you guys never been through a divorce before, it is, guys, I'm telling you, it get the best of you. It makes you want to commit suicide. I didn't understand it at the time, but now I know. So I don't look down when those are just thoughts that Satan puts in your mind because he tries to get you at a weak moment. But while you're going through the process, you're literally on an emotional fog. You don't even know what's going on. The attorney is doing things. They're making decisions for you. You're not even thinking clear. Okay, guys. I mean, you're the only thing I knew was the word. I knew the word. That's all I had. It was like a lamp unto my feet. It was like I was in a dark place trying to figure this out. And the whole thing, my whole family, my whole life is being administrated right before my very own eyes. And I have this attorney who I think is supposed to help me. And the whole time, he's literally helping to destroy my family. And he's in on it. And I don't even know it. And I'm going to show you guys this stuff. So let's go to the first slide. The very first place of the transcript. I'm going to show you guys something. All right. Let's make this thing big so people can see it. So guys, this is my transcript. And I'm glad I got this one because I should have done this for every time I went there, but maybe this was the official one. So as you guys can see, where it says, right, the state of Wisconsin. I got a marriage license from the state of Wisconsin. You see that it's in all caps. This is official records, guys. I got a copy from the courthouse. I didn't type this thing up. Circuit Court, Brown County, right? In regards, see, marriage is a legal term, guys. This is not biblical. You will not see the word marriage in the Bible, I don't think. And if it is, it's you look behind the English word, you're not going to see marry. I'm just telling you, you're not. Even wife is not a wife is a legal term. Wife is not a biblical term. If you look behind that word, is woman, Ishaya, right?
We say covenant. We don't say marriage. We say
covenant.
It's
a covenant. You have a covenant,
sacred covenant.
Yeah. So these are all legal terms. So marriage is a legal term. So in regards to the legal marriage of, look it, you see, right? I'm about to show you where this happens twice. Eileen Paulette Gbaja-Biamila. That is my woman, she's, technically still my woman, but that's the legal entity, Eileen Paulette Gbaja-Biamila. And look what it says underneath there, petitioner. So when they're telling you these statistics, how do you say, well, how do you know that women are initiating all this stuff? Because the petitioner is the initiator. Are you guys hearing me? It's not that hard to find out who is initiating these divorces. Right here, you can look at this and say, oh, Eileen initiated this divorce. So we know who did this one. So when people say you left them or you abandoned them or you divorced her, guys, right here, right here. I'm not making this thing up. Anybody wants to blame me? It's right here. Eileen is the petitioner. And it says, and Muhammad Kabir, this is my full name, Gbaja-Biamila. And look what it says here. Now, you could be co-petitioner. You could be both petitioner. Look where it has me as I'm a respondent. That means I am responding to the suit, to her suing me. This is a lawsuit because this is in court. And what is this? Contest of what? Look at the bottom. Divorce. And you notice my name, my given name, and my family name is all in what? All caps. Yep. Remember my John Doe? All caps. They're only dealing with that. They're not dealing with the living man and the living woman.
This is business for them.
These are legal entities. So you got all these women out there thinking that you're divorcing your husband and then you remarry and you get with another man. You don't even know you're committing adultery. You're committing adultery. Are you guys hearing me?
Come on now.
The only thing that got divorced here is the legal entity, not the living man. They don't have jurisdiction over the living man and living woman. You still have a covenant with that man. So guys, I'm here to tell you, it's not even technically my first wife or my first woman. I still have a covenant before the Most High Yah. And so when she stand before the Most High Yah, that covenant still stands.
And you even have a
I have not voided it. That covenant still stands. The only way she can be with another man is I have to, not legal papers. I have to literally write her a bill of divorce. That's a private term. A bill of divorce. And I need to put it in her hands, literally put it in her hands and send her out of my house for her to be lawfully divorced from me. Yah will recognize that. Yah does not recognize legal divorce unless the man, if the man is the petitioner, I can see him recognize that because that's the man taking the effort to go ahead and divorce. So right there, contest divorce. Move up. I want you to move up a little bit. I don't know if this is scroll. Okay, look at. So you can see the date when this all came out. Keep going. I want to show you guys. Look at the appearance. I want to show you something here. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. Stop. Ted Rapinski. Look at guys. Ted Rapinski is what? Attorney at law, not in law, at law. This is color of law.
It doesn't say lawyer.
He's not a lawyer. He's an attorney at law. And notice his name is in what?
All caps.
All caps. It's not like an oops. We mistakenly put the name in all caps.
All this means something.
These are all meaningful, guys. So Ted Rapinski is an attorney at law, and he appeared in person. In person. On behalf of the petitioner. And look at this here. Look at here. Look at here. What do you notice, Deacon?
It's talking about the living woman.
The living woman is in the room.
Because it's not all caps.
It's not all cap. So right here, you know they're talking about two different things here. You got Eileen, the cap, the corporation is divorcing the corporation of Gbaja-Biamila.
They're creating joinder.
And they creating joinder. And they even said that Ted Rapinski, who's in all cap, is what? Representing on behalf of the petitioner, the living person.
So the dead representing the living.
Yes, the dead representing the living. Because you have to understand, guys, all these attorneys at law give an oath.
Come on.
They have a duty to the court. So that's why you won't see his name in lowercase. You're going to see his name in all caps because he gave an oath. And so that's a bar exam, all this stuff. So he's just this legal entity is able to stand and speak on behalf of the living woman, Eileen Gbaja-Biamila. Look what it says here. This is my attorney, John D'Angelo, attorney at law, appears in what? In person. It's not what you guys think in person. That's a legal term too.
Yep.
Person is a legal term. You don't want to be, I'm a man. That's why you hear man. I'm a man, not a person. But I know these are terms they teach us in school. And so they teach us to talk in legal terms so that we can be a slave to the system.
Yep.
When we teach our children, I don't even like to use the word children because children is
our seeds.
Is a legal term. Look at the stuff that we be teaching our sons and daughters. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see. One day I'm gonna put this there. Look at this. This is the type of stuff that we teach our private school. Our true private school. We use in when what? When we in something. When we refer to something or someone in the ground or in body of water in. We teach them you're not in Wisconsin, you're on Wisconsin. Look at this. One day I may teach this real quick, but you're on Wisconsin. Now, when you say we look, I live on Wisconsin. I live on Green Bay, not in, on. Where you use something is. See, now I'm in the house. Now I'm physically in the house. That's different. I'm on the forest. What we say, we're in the forest. No, you're on the forest. Now, polar bear, what it says, the polar bear lives on the Arctic. I'm on the park. So when you see RC who are growing up in the truths and who's growing up free from the system, that's how they talk. If you tell them, hey, you live in Wisconsin, they're gonna be like, no, I don't live in Wisconsin. I live on. If you say you have a last name, I don't have a last name. I have a family name or a surname. You have a first name. I don't have a first. So we're going to make sure they talk so freaking different that when a cop pulls them over, they're going to freaking look like an alien to these cops. They said, man, this guy's, just keep on going. You're not one of these easy slaves that we can just charge and make money off on. Just keep on going. Hey, do you have, hey, sir, hey, you seem young there. Do you have a driver's license? License? What do you mean? Do you have a permit to drive that car? Oh, permit. That sounds like permission. Yeah, my daddy. Yeah, Baba. My dad gave me permission to travel. I don't drive. I don't know what that is, but I have permission. Here's my permission letter from my daddy, from my creator. I can't wait. I can't wait to see when this happens, when they start talking like that, because that's all they know. So, did you ever go to school? Yeah, I went to school. I went to private school. Everything I know this is what I know. My daddy taught me how to operate this private vehicle, this private property that I'm traveling in. I'm telling you guys. So anyway, I just want to show you guys. I'm trying to break this thing down. I hope this helped now. Now, I want to show you something here, guys. Now, in contract law, a contract, if it's signed under duress, under threat, or coercion, that contract is voided. It becomes voidable. So if you go to court and they find out that the contract was signed under duress, that's why some people, when they sign a prenup, some of you guys out there, you think your woman is signing a prenup, and then all of a sudden she divorced you, and you think like, oh, I'm good, ironclad. And then she goes in there and says, I signed it under duress. That contract is over. They will come in there and rip your freaking head apart. That's how they get through the prenup. It's so easy to get through the prenup if you don't know that. So you better make sure you're recording your woman. You better make sure you have all these witnesses. You better ask, are you sure you want to sign this, and have all the evidence that she is signing this on her own free will. You have to, contracts has to be agreed on a free will basis. It cannot be coerced, threatened, duress. These are key words. I hope you guys are hearing me, because I'm about to show you how they do it. When I signed this contract for my divorce, I signed it under duress. Are you guys hearing me? Do you hear me? I signed it under duress. Deacon, would you say I signed it under duress, or did I want to sign that?
Oh, no, you signed under duress.
I signed that under threat, coercion, pressure. I did not want to sign it, but they got me to consent to give up my sons and daughters. I didn't want to give them up, but I was forced to give them up. I signed under duress. I repeat, Mayday, Mayday. I signed under duress. And the attorneys know how to deal with people who are under duress to get them to consent unknowingly. And I'm going to show you how they do it. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right. Okay, guys, this is it. I'm about to show you now. This is Eileen, my ex-wife. And when I say ex-wife, I'm talking with legal. So she's my woman with the covenant that we originally had when we consummated. We have a covenant, and then we have a marriage license. We no longer have a marriage license. We are no longer under duress. So that whatever is left of it, because I still got children, not sons and daughter, but children with her legally. So, but there's something there, but I don't want to get complicated here. So anyway, this is her testimony. Now, in every court, when you're going through this stuff, they want to make sure that this was done free will. And they ask you a line of questioning. This is a normal protocol, okay? So this is Eileen's attorney asking her, okay, A is answer and Q is the question. So the question here, number 3, I'm glad they have it here. Number 3 says, did anybody threaten or coerce you or place any undue influence on you to get you to sign this? Number 5, Eileen says no. And that, you always want to keep your answers short. They really don't like you talking much, and they train you before you go into the stand on how to answer the question, keep it simple. Number 6, that signature, is it a voluntary signature? These are key things. They need to know that she gave her free will. So they got to ask it. Correct? Yes. Her answer, number 7, yes, it is. I want to go through, let me see, so going back and forth. Okay. Okay, so you guys see that. So Eileen literally, so I want to show you guys this stuff to show you that she is the one that petitioned it. She voluntarily signed this contract. Okay. Now, you can say, well, Kabir, you agreed to it. Some people say, well, you agreed to it. I'm going to show you that I really didn't agree to it, but I did sign it under duress, under undue influence. Okay. Go to the next one. Don't go too fast. Let me just see. I want to see if there's something I want to show them. Keep going. Okay. You can go to the next page. All right. Now, this is my testimony, page 42. This is my test. This is my attorney crossing or examining me because they didn't cross. But this is my attorney asking. This is my attorney. I'm not even being cross-examined. Look how he asked me the question now. Okay. Let me go to 8. It says, you also understand that part of the marital settlement agreement, she is going to be able to claim the children on tax exemption. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Okay. Now, 12. Look how they asked me the question to see how I signed it. So now the attorney knows that I'm fighting every single step of the way. I am literally, I'm dragging my feet. I am like, fighting if you guys been following me, you know I fought every step of the way within my legal rights or whatever I knew, and I was ignorant to a lot of things. And so my attorney knew I was under duress. He knew that there was a lot of pressure. He knew we talked for hours, and all I did is end up paying him money for it. I ended up paying him a lot of money for it. So he got paid for my little counsel session. You think he counseled me? Yeah, he counseled me all right to my death. But I'm still alive. Hallelujah. Okay, number 12. Look how he asked me the question. This is the question. And you understand, highlighted number 12, and you also understand that you did sign this agreement today, correct? Okay, yeah. I mean, how would you answer the question? I'm looking at my signature. I'm like, yes. He's sure. Yeah, I did sign it. Duh. Yes, sir. Okay. Now he's very sly. Look what he says here now. He doesn't ask me the same question they asked Eileen. This is how he asked me. That is your signature on page 11. What am I to say? I'm not a liar. Yes, sir. That is my signature. Are you guys seeing this? Deacon, do you see it? Is it just me?
They didn't ask you if you did it under coercion.
They didn't ask me if I was under coercion. They don't even want to know that, because if he would have asked,
they asked her that.
Because when I went up there, I was waiting for the same question. I'm like, I was
under duress.
You can't talk because they didn't hold you in contempt.
Yeah, they asked you a question very specifically.
They was and the way he did it, he just kind of, and I didn't even know what was happening to me, and said yes. And that's why, and I may have a Patreon account if I want to go deeper in here for people who are really serious minded, because I don't want to put this in the public, but that's why I do certain things. Anybody that knows me and I've worked with, you know why I do certain things, because if I'm ever in this situation again, I will be able to say, no, sir. Are you hearing me? No, sir. Those who don't put it on there, don't put it in the chat room. You know what I'm talking about. But that's why I do what I do, so I can say no, sir, because of this wicked ass stuff right here. I hope you guys see this stuff right here. That's how my attorney asked me a question. So is he there? Is he my advocate? He's not my advocate. I only have one advocate, and that's Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ.
Hallelujah.
And you asking the court. Okay, we can go into the next thing. Anyway, I just want to show you guys that. Just the difference. Concrete. I'm making this concrete.
How far should I go down?
What was this about? Let me see. Okay, stop. Okay. Go back to the letter. Okay, hold here. I want to show you guys something. Go back to the this has to, okay, you don't have to go back. Just stay right here. So, guys, this has to do with focus on the family, telling us that we need to submit to our government. And I'm here to tell you, Christianity is a secular religion.
Come on.
Let me say that again. Christianity is a secular religion. The court system belongs to Christianity. It's a Christian system. Literally a Christian system. This is what they do. That's why if you ever get a divorce or you're going through a marital settlement, you run to your Christian church, your Christian pastor. That's why they say hands off, because the power invested in them by the state of wherever they're in. That's why they can't do anything about it. They want to direct you to the courthouse and let them do it. We don't deal with these matters. If you at Straightway and you want to divorce your woman, and that's the only way that's going to happen. If a woman wants to leave, but that has to be adjudicated at Straightway Truth Ministry, and we follow Torah. We follow Torah. It's very, very simple. We hear the thing, boom, boom, and then boom. But that man is really he can leave his woman. Now, if he wants to be a part of the ministry, we got to hear and make sure everything is right. Or don't say no, but we adjudicate matters. But here in Christianity, the court system do it. And I want to show you that the court system is secular. I'm going to show you that Christianity is secular. Now, let me show you this. Keep going. Okay. All right. Now, this is me pleading to stop. This is me pleading to the court. I'm here trying to bring the Bible, guys. Matter of fact, go down a little bit. Go up. I mean, go up to the. I just want to just kind of get this context, guys. Okay. I mean, they're using words that I didn't even know at the time. Right here. Number 2. This is the judge. Go up. Let me see. Go up. Okay. This is the judge. He's just saying right here. He says, this has no bearing on any of us personally. This is me talking. I'm here talking. I said, I'm here trying to make a plea like, Your Honor, this can only go to a 501c or to a church. I don't understand. I don't understand the law because I'm a financial advisor. I don't know how you guys are having jurisdiction over my, I had a donor advisory fund. It was money I donated, and then there I can dictate where it goes. And I've been doing it my whole marriage. My wife had nothing to do with that. But they were going to split it 50-50. And I'm here making a case. Why is this being split in half when always been me that's been determining where that goes? This sounds like me because it's me. So I don't have to read it.
Because it was you.
They actually type word for word. This is based off of my sweat equity. I understand how the court works. I understand 50-50, but I just don't understand. And I'm using bad words here, guys. Forgive me. I was new. This does not benefit her. Why does she want the donor advisory fund that's meant for charity to give to church? I wanted to give it to Straightway, but now she's taking half. This is messing with me spiritually. So I don't know if you can. I'm appealing to the court, appealing to you, court. Please have mercy on me, guys. I pulled all the stops. Now listen to what this court told me. The judge, when it says the court, is talking about the judge. He says, well, let me explain to you. See, I'm not a you, but he's going to explain to, so you know why he says you? You guys think he's talking about you and you and you. He's not talking about you. He's talking about the legal entity, all caps. But I'm thinking he's talking to me, but he's talking to you, the all caps. I'm just a representative of I'm not even the representative, the attorney is, but they allow me to talk to make me feel like I'm being heard. And they'll make you feel like you're being heard. You will feel like you're being heard. So it goes on to say this, that you live in a secular republic. You see what he says? He says you live in a secular republic. Go down more. He says, let me see right here. Okay, right here. He says right here. He says, I understand. And the court says, so the reality of this is, he says, and I'm a Christian. The judge says I'm a Christian. He is a Christian. So the reality is that, he says, the reality is that the government under which the republic was formed, there is a decision that's not adopted. There's a decision not to adopt either Jewish code or as related to law giving, the Quran as related to law giving, or the Bible, and the various Christian sects. So what the founders did is, when they created our government, they basically said, you, the entity, may practice your religion in any way you choose, but you will be governed by the laws that apply to all faiths. That's the secular republic. So, having chosen to be a citizen in this republic, public, take out public, that was necessity happened whether you intended it or not. Your religious convictions, when it comes to under the law of the republic, have to yield, as I have given up my conviction where I have invoked this law, where I did invoke this law of the secular republic. So this is the question, or even my willingness to the extent of compassion or sympathy to either parties. I have no power to do that because because when I took my oath, it was an oath that I was swore to uphold the Constitution. Now he's bringing in constitutional, which has nothing to do with my situation, and the laws. And the laws are secular. So I am very empathetic and understanding of exactly what you are saying. But the reality is this: when we choose to live in this, let me say again, when we choose to live in this, in that what the court believes, at least, it is a great republic. which gives us all these personal freedoms. No, you don't get your personal freedom from your freedoms comes from the Most High Yah. But when you choose, like he says, when you choose to live in this, guess what? Then now the Republic could give you your personal freedom. Now it becomes a privilege and no longer a right. And that's why I say Yah gives, not the Republic. Yah gives, not the Republic. That's me putting my note. Yah gives, not the Republic. And the Wisconsin preeminence says you have life, liberty, and property, or pursuit of happiness. So anyway, I think that's it, right? Is there another one? What do I want to show here? But you look right here. I'm just going to read the highlight. He says, but when I took the oath, I vowed myself to follow the law. I had to give up when I took the oath. So he says, so I tell you, hold on, go back. So I want to tell you that under no circumstances is there anything that I will do up here in any case based on the views of what I want, because I have given that up. I see he gave it up. He knows he gave up his right. I didn't know. He gave it up knowingly because he gave an oath. I didn't know, because I have to give that up when I took the oath.